Hey, it's Nippy Cheese back with Third Dimension Gaming, and right now I'm gonna have a quick SWAT tips and tricks video for you. So this game, I'm just gonna be emphasizing like the important things you should be doing in a SWAT game variant, and just different ways of playing that can really make you come out on top. So what I'm really gonna focus on this game is flow of gameplay. So what that is, it's just finding an area in the map to play and using that to take the guys down, like having a system that you do. You're gonna see it a few times, and I'm gonna show you it because I know that description wasn't too specific. That's gonna be the main focus of this gameplay. So right now I'm kind of settling in and getting into the flow in this area, just running back and forth up this little spot here, and I do this because SWAT, it's not meant to be a fair game type. If you go in trying to go one-on-one with people, it's just not going to work out very well for you. Going like head-on with people, that's not how you play it. You try and get people on the side of the head. You try and get people where they're not expecting it, because that's what gives you the advantage. Kind of that drop there, but still. Even trying to avoid situations like that if you can. So, yeah, I've got a bit of a flow going here. If you noticed, a little flow. I'm going back and forth here. And it's just because I know there are enemies in this area. I'll change it up a bit if the enemies vacate the area, but for the most part, this is kind of where I've been going back and forth. Right here, it's a bit of a screw up. I panic, and that's what gets me killed. It was a stupid play. I realized I really sucked there, but I panicked. Try not to panic in a SWAT game type. That's one of the worst things you can do, because then your bloom goes up and you're not aiming accurately at the head. Right there was a bit of a classic SWAT kill. Let the reticule fall on the head instead of moving it onto him. Because you get the advantage there. It's harder for him to hit you than it is for you to hit him. So, yeah, right now I'm kind of moving back to the same area. Saw that shot there. Yeah, and I start moving back here. Wasn't the smartest thing, but it didn't get me in trouble in that case, so I'm fine. So right here I decide to start moving around the map, because I've been noticing the enemies have mostly been focused around the center, except for that guy. Yeah. So far I've been doing pretty good. Try and go around on the sides. Remember, don't pick fair fights. And don't get too focused on one guy. That happens a lot. People will get too focused on one enemy, and that enemy might go around the corner and you'll get too focused on him. Like, see there, I was focused for a second, I backed off, because if you stay zoomed that long, something's going to happen to you. It's not worth it. You're probably just going to get a kill just as fast moving around. See, I picked him off later on there. And I was safer doing it, because I'm sure somebody was going to come and flank me there. Someone was going to pick me off from a different angle. Yeah, right here I try and go back on him. It turned out that my teammate was there. He probably saved my life there. That wasn't too bright. But yeah, also use the correct range for your weapons. Like there, I switched to my DMR to pick him off. Because he was long range. If you're going into more of a close range situation, you want to go with your pistol, obviously, because it has a faster firing rate, or at least I find, and it's more forgiving for headshots. It's much more forgiving, at least at a closer range, because it has a slightly bigger reticule, and it seems that if you have the head anywhere inside that reticule, you've got a headshot. And it's just bigger, so it's easier to get headshots, more forgiving. Plus, like I said, it's got a faster firing rate, so if you miss, you just throw out another one. I think I do that a couple times. So here I get a bit too focused in on these guys. Too busy seeing if I can get those guys pulled out. again, it works out for me here. I'm just cautioning, because it can go pretty badly if you're not careful. So you want to watch that. Yeah, but I've still got my little system going here. Yeah, I'm way too focused in on that spot, and it's kind of throwing me off my balance. But yeah, so I'm moving along here, picking off all those guys who were in there, and if you've noticed, I'm still moving around on my little system here. I've still been going around the entire time. That was switched to the pistol, and quickly pulled off that kill. This is a close one. You saw how I got hit there, and that he could have easily gotten a headshot there. He did, but that other guy could have easily gotten a headshot there just because I went one-on-one with him, and so did that other guy. Here, I start going a bit out of the flow, so I'm going to die a bit more. Just a bit of a warning there. I'm not too great with getting back into it, but it's all just like practicing. And to start figuring out what you're doing, so you've got to switch things up a bit. Though it's good for getting sprees, because I'm pretty sure I got a killing frenzy earlier, or a riot. So, yeah, this match is getting pretty close to being done. But yeah, you heard my main focus is here. It's get a flow of gameplay. I've repeated it again and again. You'll notice I do that with a lot of my tips and tricks, because it's really important. I'm really trying to emphasize what you should be doing. You've got to choose the correct weapons. You've got to try not to focus too much. I got killed there. Just didn't turn out too great. And a really important thing with SWAT, I think, it's just practice, because SWAT's just that kind of game. So yep, just keep practicing, keep playing, and you'll get it eventually. It's also great for just practicing your normal Slayer.